Morning, everybody. I'm going to talk to you guys today about virtual business address. When you're starting a business, it's one of the most important aspects of establishing business credit. You need a business address when it comes to applying for credit, when it comes to applying for a bank. I'm just going to show you guys my experience. When I was going through the initial startup phase, this was the stage that I really got stuck on, was trying to find the right address. And I wasn't trying to spend a fortune on renting a physical space. With the nature of my business, I don't really need like an actual storefront. I just need basically a legitimate address where I can receive and send mail, and also maybe on occasionally I could meet a client for a meeting. So I'm gonna help you guys pick the right business address, save you guys a whole lot of trouble, because I tried going the cheap route by going with those virtual mailboxes that are really cheap, like $9.99, like Anytime mailbox and One Postal, and things of that nature. The problem that you're gonna have is when you start actually establishing business credit, when you're looking for financing, a lot of the creditors are actually gonna look up your address. It actually happened to me. I was actually trying to open up a bank account, and sure enough, the personal banker actually Googled the address, and she was like, "Hey man, this is not a real address. This belongs to, I don't know. I don't remember. It was like Ship and Pack or something like that." And yeah, so long story short, I wasn't approved because of that. So yeah, these creditors are actually gonna look up the address. So if you're really serious about building business credit, having a solid business foundation, just go ahead and get a real address. There are virtual business addresses that are legitimate that I'll recommend. I've personally used Regus. It depends on where you live. When I was living in Wisconsin, it was pretty cheap. It was like $49.99 per month. Now I'm in Arizona. It's about $100. So it's really a pretty decent option for having an actual physical space that's legitimate, and you could also have a physical presence. You can have a client meeting in the building. You can receive mail. You can have a virtual receptionist, all that stuff. But you can just go with the basics, without the receptionist and all that, just to receive and send mail. Depending on where you live, you get better deals. Like right here where I live in Arizona, Regis is like about $100, not as cheap as Wisconsin. There's Alliance is also pretty decent. Right here where I live, it's about $75 a month. There's also Intelligent Office, I believe it is. It's pretty decent. I'll drop the link under the description in this video. But if you live around this area, the best deal that I found was for $99. You could get a physical address with a phone number, with a fax, with a live receptionist, and you get your business and your phone number indexed into 411, which is a big deal when it comes to creditors doing research on you before they decide on approving a loan or a bank account. So I'll drop that link. I can't think of the name right now. I forgot what it is, but I'll drop it in the link. That's the number one option for this area. You have to do your own research. Every state is different. Just look on the 4 options that I'm gonna leave and pick the best option that suits your business needs. Yeah, they do everything they have everything that's necessary for what these creditors are looking for. So any one of those options, you can't go wrong. But the reason I'm picking this option for $99, you're literally shooting multiple birds with one stone. You're gonna need a phone number anyway. You're gonna need that number indexed into 411. Having a fax line is kind of a big deal. It makes you more professional. Having a live reception is even better. You know, somebody to say, hey, welcome to such and such business. How can I help you today? I can leave a message. He's not available. You know, it just makes you seem more legitimate. Of course, you have to also do the little parts like you have to make sure you get a real business email. Make sure you get a real, you know, obviously I said a business phone number. If you go with Regus, they don't offer phones to the best of my knowledge. I don't think Alliance do also, and neither do Intelligent Office. So, but in reality, if you do your own local research, there's usually organizations like business hubs that offer virtual business space, just as long as it's a real physical presence that allows you to actually come in and out, and it's not considered a PO box. You can go along with that. It doesn't have to be from one of these major companies that I'm speaking of, but the most important thing is that it has an actual physical presence, a big building with multiple offices, and they're gonna assign you a specific mailbox for your business needs. But the point is that it's a business that can be Googled, because these creditors are literally gonna look you up to verify, you know, whether or not you're legitimate. Make sure you're on Google My Business. Make sure you're on you got Facebook presence and basically a social media presence. You know, when you're setting up your business, your email has your domain. You have a legitimate website. Just make the business as legitimate as you can, and it's really not that hard. I mean, it's pretty, and it's cheap also. It's not, you know, having your own email is next. It's $1 to get a domain for 1 year, right? And if you're gonna get a website, you're gonna need a hosting anyway. Hosting is anywhere from like $10 to about $20 a month, depending on who you go with. I'll make a video about establishing your own email and establishing your website. You could probably look at my videos. I probably talked about those things, but I'll make new videos just to give you guys like specific recommendations as far as hosting and domains and how to set up your email account and things of that nature. So, all right, I hope this video helps you guys. If you guys need any assistance, feel free to reach out. info@SEOwebsitemasters.com. Talk to you guys soon.